My dad was always a really big influence in my life, and I'd always watch him out on the water. To me, he was this big, strong, powerful guy behind a sail and just being free on the water, and I always wanted to be that. We have a cabin out at Pigeon Lake, and he would teach us things. That's where I learned to sail, that's where I learned to swim, I learned to water ski. He was always driving the boat. He wanted to build something where the whole family could come as we grew up, and that was always his vision, is that we'd be spending time out there together. My dad had an infectious laugh, and he would laugh and just everyone in the room would laugh because he was laughing. The dad jokes, they weren't funny, but they were important to us. They were important to our family.
Oh, that's a picture.
For a few years, we started noticing things were changing and things were a little bit different. He became more moody, which wasn't him. He was always social. There were more arguments between my parents. They'd been married for 40 years, and I think she felt that he didn't really love her anymore. He was always a Mr. Fix-It, loved doing renovation projects around the house. And one day my mom sent him out to mow the lawn, and she starts hearing these big thuds from outside the house. Eventually she goes outside to investigate and finds him cutting down trees in the backyard. And we just thought, this is just not him. The GP referred him to the Foothills Hospital, and he was admitted there for a month. That's when we found out what was the matter with him, is that he had frontal temporal dementia. You hear about this death by 1,000 cuts, but it's very true. It's this progressive series of losses that you're constantly going through. You go to visit this Saturday and he's one way, and you go next Saturday and something small is missing. I miss the little things that I used to hear. When they're gone, then you realize that they're gone. I had just started at the Alzheimer's Society about 6 months before he went into hospital. I saw some commonalities, but I really never considered that that could happen in my family. United Way funds agencies like the Alzheimer's Society of Calgary. What that meant for our family is that after that diagnosis, when we're reeling and we don't know which way is up, we could reach out and just say, teach me everything I need to know. Teach me how I need to communicate differently, how I need to relate to him differently, and we learned that. It was like getting a completely new set of prescription lenses with which to view him and with which to view our new reality. Having those avenues really did allow us to stay together as a family. We're closer now, and if we hadn't gotten the insights that we needed around what was really going on with him, I don't know that my parents would be together. And I don't think that we would be as appreciative of the time that we have together. Living well with dementia really means taking advantage of the moment and focusing on the strengths that still remain. He's still a person with a big personality, and just because he can't do something he used to doesn't mean that he's not a person that I want in my life. There's about 8 new people in Calgary that are diagnosed with dementia every day, and for each person there's another 10 to 12 that are directly impacted. These are spouses, family, friends, co-workers. People are getting diagnosed in their 40s and 50s, which is frightening. And so when we think about how this is going to affect Calgary as a community and as a city, it really makes you sit back and take a moment and say, you know, this could really impact me. If you care about having a really healthy, meaningful, vibrant life and future, you should care about United Way.